It's time for the Total Pokemon Action Aftermath Show with your host, Miss Magus, along with YouTube question and answer co-hosts, Corsair and Miss Magus, as well as co-hosts for What They Went Wrong, Arbuck. Now, without any further ado, let's hand over to Miss Magus. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Total Pokemon Action Aftermath Show. I'm your host as always, Miss Magius, and let's say hello to all of our previously eliminated contestants. So, we've got a great show for you today, as well as our YouTube questions and where they went wrong. We also have the return of the Pokey, and we have 5 eliminated contestants that we're ready to interview. Let's see how they're doing backstage. Oh, guys, how are you feeling about this? To be fair, I'm 95% excited, 2% nervous, and 3% gassy. Oh, well, I'm just really excited to see everyone again and, just talk to people. Oh, yeah, me too. Hopefully everyone's kind of stopped arguing. Oh, Dodrio. He will learn quick that they haven't. Anyways, before we get started with our first segment, I would like to bring out a special guest. Please welcome Mr. Drape. Hello there, everyone. Hello, thank you for having me. Hello, well, I say thank you for having me. It's my show. Hello there, Mr. Drape. So, for the viewers out there that are wondering, there have been a few, comments and concerns, and Mr. Drape is here to personally discuss them with you. Yes, quite. Thank you, Miss Magius. Well, you see, we had a bit of discussions I saw in the YouTube comments from our little event that happened with Frostlass. Well, first we would like to update you on what Frostlass is doing. She's in jail. She will be there for the foreseeable future, and if she gets out, we're screwed. However, obviously we saw that with the eliminations of Magmortar and Vespiquen, people felt as though it was unjust. Well, what happened exactly was that, yes, Sandslash wanted to get rid of everyone and just have Zangoose, Plusle, and Pelipper as the final 3. However, myself and my other producers told him that this could not be the case, as it would be unfair and unjust. We understood that he was upset about what happened with Frostlass, and she did capture not only him but all of us. However, we finally settled on the 2 people that were voted into the bottom 2 could both be eliminated. Now, obviously, I understand if your favourites were one of those 2, but that was the ruling that we did. Now, that has all been discussed. If you guys have any further questions, please do not hesitate to leave them in the comments below, and myself, Mr. Drape, will get back to you. Thanks, Mr. Drape, and thank you for clearing all that up. No worries, Miss Magius. Now, let's get on with the show. Exactly. Well, why don't we kick off our show with the Pokey? Hey guys, so it's me, Blissey. Welcome to the Pokey. I'm your new moderator today. So we have here joining me, we have Beautifly, Hagar, hey. We have Mushana, hey everyone. And we have Ninetales, hey guys. So guys, let's get right into it and discuss what happened. I mean, we've had in these past 4 episodes a lot happen. Let's start off with the big thing that was Frostlass. I mean, did anyone see that coming? No, to be honest, I did feel a weird aura with her when we first got there, but it was very clouded, which obviously my beliefs felt that she was good, and from what I saw during the season, there was no bad aura around her. What I've seen is she's very good at hiding her aura. Most people's aura is quite clear and quite concise, but there are a few people, like we've seen with Frostlass, that can very easily hide it. Yeah, no, I totally agree, Mushana, but I definitely was shocked. I don't know about any of you girls. Yeah, no, totally, girl. I mean, look, this is one of the few times me and Blissey are gonna agree, but girl, I was shook. Wig snatched, I was dead. Like, really? I'm just glad that, she's behind bars and she couldn't do anything to us. Yeah, no, I completely agree. I do believe what she did was wrong.
Ninetales, do you have anything to add? Yeah, to be fair, I feel like she should just be embarrassed by her actions. I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, if she did get away with it and she did capture everyone, we would all do something to make sure that she was caught. So I feel like it was a failed attempt regardless for her, and I just feel like she should definitely be embarrassed with herself, and she kind of deserves being in prison. Yeah, no, I completely agree there, Ninetales, and I think all the girls do. Totally, girl. Yeah, so we're gonna go to our next segment, and we have it's about the Princess Protection Program, which Beautifly you were a part of. Girl, I know. So why don't you explain? Like that was a really fun challenge to see. Tell us more about it. I mean, you, Rapidash, Cherim, and Jinx all got to go back, and what was it like? What kind of happened? Well, girl, here's the thing. So, obviously we got there. They told us that they told us the challenge, and like they said to us, girl, you have to be princesses. You're going to be put in with a pair. And your job is basically you do whatever you want for 2 hours. You can go shopping, you can get your nails done, you can get your hair done. They paid for all this, by the way. So, but they said we had like a spending limit, so we didn't go too crazy. But there are only specific places we could go. And yeah, no, it was a really fun challenge, but they said to us that our job was to be princesses. We had to do whatever we want, and it was their job to protect us. So, yeah, we knew who the bad guys were. Um, so we couldn't be like, oh yeah, that's a bad guy. Oh, wow, that's really cool, Beautifly. Have you got any more gossip for us? Yeah, no, I can spill the tea for you guys. So, there is a little drama during it. Oh, with who? Wow, girl. It was between the producers and Jinx. So what happened was they were basically arguing because we all got assigned our partners, and Jinx was basically just saying, "Oh, I want to be with Dodrio," and like we're all like, "Girl, are you serious? Like you can't be with Dodrio. He's your husband. Like that's so biased." And they were basically saying that, because at the end of the day, if she did go with him, like it would just be biased to her. Like she would personally make him win. Oh, what a shocker! I mean, no one. I wonder why she would make him want to win and cheat. Oh, Ninetales. I mean, look, we all find that funny and we all agree with you, but obviously, we do have a statement. Well, I feel like the producers have given me a statement to read. And it was, had Jinx been with Dodrio, she would have told Dodrio what the challenge was, thus disqualifying him from the challenge and potentially the game. So, I mean, as much as Jinx can kind of have a rant, she could have cost her husband the win. Now, this is what we were saying to her. Like, literally, we were saying, you realize you're just going to sit there and not do anything. And if a bad person comes, girl, you're just going to say, that's the baddie. Like, you're going to purposely give your husband immunity, which kind of isn't fair with the other contestants. I mean, she was almost, this is a bit more tea, girls. So, she was almost cut, and they brought back, they were going to bring back someone else. Oh, do we know who? No, to be fair, I don't know who it was. Probably would have been, ugh, I don't know, who's actually like a spoiled brat. But yeah, no, I just think it was so out of order, but who knows? No, completely. Well, let's just move on. And we've got to talk about the final five, guys. I mean, we're now down to the final five. Can you believe it? I kind of want to commend all of them for getting that far, and everyone got there. For me, I feel like they got there fairly, and I feel like they all made the moves that they need to do. As much as she blindsided me, Stormy and her idol play. I mean, that was such a good move on her part, girl. Like, as much as Stormy has been very, very like sneaky and shady, that idol play, girl, was so good. Yeah, even though her aura has now turned bad, I still commend the game move. Girls, can I just say, I'm shocked that Gardevoir got there. Blissey, I know she's your friend, but I'm kind of shocked she got there. No, me too, Blissey, and sorry again, and obviously I'll let you guys speak, but, I kind of felt like she wasn't really active strategically, which is why I'm like, how did she get to the final five? It kind of makes it almost seem like she floated. Oh, Nine Tails, obviously you have your right to your opinion. I just want to defend her, because Gardevoir always had a say in our alliance meetings, and I feel like now that we've gotten deeper into the game, she's fully aware she needs to be a bit more open with it, and I feel like she has been showing that. Well, Blissey, I mean, obviously that's your opinion, but I do feel like she wasn't really the biggest strategic player, but we'll soon see. Well, girls, I just want to say that I feel like when it comes to the final five, I would want Ambipom or Gardevoir to win, just because Starmie and Zangoose have been playing a more villainous game, and Plusto has had multiple lies, so I feel like the best, most heroic player should win. Yeah, that's fine, Mushana, but I feel like you need to give Plusto a bit more credit. I mean, he has played the smartest game out of the five. Well, that's your opinion, Ninetales, and obviously you have the right to it. That's my opinion in terms of playing a heroic game. Well, obviously for me, I feel like Plusso deserves to win the most. He's been making the moves as he's had, and he's made some good moves. I feel like out of the five, he's played the smartest game because, he hasn't been caught out yet, and he's still that person people want to use. Well, girls, thank you for all your opinions. I feel like this was a really great show, and we will see you guys next time on The Pokey. Miss Magius, back to you. Thanks for that, Blissey, Beautifly, Mushana, and Ninetales. What a great panel.
Whew. Well, I feel like some other people could have made a better moderator.
Well, Jinx, some people shouldn't be rude. Anyway, let's get on with our first guest. So, at first we have a big strong guy who showed that he was very loyal to one little monkey, but in the end his loyalties cost him. Please welcome Meg Cargo.
Hey everyone. Hey Miss Magius.
Hey Magmortar. So, first of all, how are you feeling about being out?
Well, I've kind of had some time to think about it, and dude, I'm fine with it. I mean, considering I've made the top 10, I feel like that's really good going for me. I feel like I kind of proved people that being loyal and being kind of a honest, open person does get you far, and I'm happy with the game I played.
Awesome. Well, were you and Ambipom always going to stick together? It seemed like you guys were literally as tight can be.
Oh yeah, no, that is my dude. That's my bro. I really like Ambipom. I think he's an absolute top guy. I mean, we bonded quite a lot in the Luxury Loser Island in TPI. So when I joined TPA, I knew I could trust him straight away, and kind of me and him just had that unspoken bond that we were gonna ride this out to the end. And obviously, I don't know about Ambipom, but I can safely say, had I made it to the final two and he was in the final three with me, I would have taken him to the end because I would have wanted one of us to win.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. It's so great that even in even in the midst of a game, you can build really strong friendships. So my final question is, would you do anything differently?
Um, to be honest, I feel like I feel like maybe I'd be a bit more social, like not in the sense that like I'd kind of talk to everyone, but well, yeah, but I'd make sure I kind of have those social connections. I feel like it was very much me and Ambipom were the bros, and we kind of kept in our bubble, and that was to our detriment. And yeah, I just feel like I'd be a bit more social. I feel like strategically I was fine. I mean, I'm never going to be the most strategic player, but I did my fair share, and socially I'm quite a fun, happy guy, and I'm talkative, and I don't feel like I did that this season.
Well, Meg Murder, I can say that it was really nice to have you on, and it was great watching you play.
Oh, thanks, Miss Magius.
No problem. So, next up, we have a fiery little bee who showed us that being a super fan of the show can get you far. Please welcome Vespaquin. Oh, hi everyone. It's so great to be here. Hello, Miss Magius. Hey, Vespaquin. So how are you feeling? How are you doing? Oh, feeling so great. I mean, bittersweet that I'm out the game because I am such a fan of the show and I'm so bummed that I'm out. But the fact that I get to now be here at the aftermath and talk to you, it's such a surreal experience. Aw, that's so cute, Vespa. Well, let me just start off by asking you, are you happy with how you played? Oh, absolutely, 110%. I mean, I feel like I played to the best of my abilities. I didn't take anything for granted. I was always up for everything, and I feel like I played the game to its fullest. So, 110%, I am happy with myself. There is 0% regret. Awesome. Well, this is a YouTube question, and it's what was the most complex aspect of the game? Oh, definitely the social dynamics. I mean, obviously everyone had their alliances and they had their friendships. I mean, you saw with me, I had Blissey and Zangoose and Gardevoir and Shaman and Grumpig, etc. But obviously there are so many more layers to that. I mean, you saw then with everyone's alliances, you saw the inter-team alliances, you saw the Starmie and Poliwrath thing, you saw the Plusle and Ninetales, you saw kind of how everyone's game like kind of like weaved around, and there was so complex there. And I mean, you couldn't really tell who was going for who, unless you kind of dug a deep bit further and found out. Oh, that's a great way to look at that, and such a good analysis, Vesperquin. Um, Obviously, we saw you kind of make some moves against Poliwrath and Stormy. Do you think that kind of hindered your game a bit? Oh, well, I mean, I feel like that definitely did kind of cause a crack between me and Stormy. However, this is no disrespect to Poliwrath whatsoever, firstly, but I saw him and Stormy becoming this power duo, so I knew I needed to eliminate that factor, and obviously I knew for a fact had Stormy not been on the block against Poliwrath, she would have saved him, which obviously then would have caused a crack regardless. So I mean, in that scenario and in that situation, and I feel like Poliwrath can agree, no matter what had happened, it would have caused a power struggle there. Because had he stayed, it would have been my alliance versus Poliwrath and Stormy. And obviously, we chose the other side where Poliwrath got eliminated, and it was Stormy versus us secretly. So obviously that kind of again plays into the complex social dynamics. Oh no, definitely. My final question is, would you play again? Oh, in a heartbeat. Like you could tell me I'm playing again tomorrow, and I'd be in there, and oh, it'd just be so much fun. I mean, being a super fan of the show, you're just there, and you're excited to do it, and you just want to get in and do it, and do the best you can. Oh, well, it was so great having you, Vespercran. I feel like I can, well, just from my perspective, you were such a great person to watch and one of the fun ones to watch. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Maggie. It's such an honor to be here and kind of talk. Well, thank you. So, next up, we have a little bird who showed us that you can be strong, smart, and rock a beautiful wife. Please welcome Dodrio. Hi everyone. Hi Miss Magius. Hey Dodrio. So, obviously it's kind of weird you being in this situation, whereas obviously last season you did do that one episode of The Aftermath. Oh yeah, it's kind of obviously that was kind of a flop, but it is kind of fun to be the interviewee from the interviewer. Oh yeah, definitely. So eighth place, are you happy with that? Oh, absolutely. I mean, to be honest, once we got to kind of like the final 16, kind of the placement I got there, regardless, I would have been happy with, because we had so many players to begin with, and the fact I made it to the final 8 players, it's really humbling, and it is such a good feeling. I mean, yeah, I'm really proud. Awesome. So why obviously we saw during your elimination, you were kind of saying that Stormy was the least deserving. Why did you believe she was the least deserving? Um, to be honest, it's all about it was how she kind of treated others and how she kind of treated the game. She was very much entitled, and she was kind of being a bit rude to people. I mean, once Polyrath left, we kind of saw her change a bit, and we kind of saw her, be a bit more ruder to people. So in terms of that respect, I felt like she was playing very much a personal game, whereas everyone else was doing what they needed to do for the game's sake. They were taking they weren't taking what people did for in a personal attack. They did it as this is the game move I need to make. Whereas Stormy was going, you hurt me, you're going out. Your girlfriend hurt me, you're going out, and like that. And I just felt like it was a bit rude, and I felt like she didn't deserve to be there at that point. Fair enough. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. I mean, how do you feel like? Actually, I'm gonna ask Polyrath this question. How do you feel about, Dodrio saying that about your girlfriend? Well, to be honest, Dodrio, love you, dude. You are my bro, but obviously, I do have to defend my girl here, and the fact that she was trying to get vengeance for me, it is a nice feeling, and we kind of saw it with you though as well, Dodrio. You kind of once Ninetales got rid of Jinx, we were trying to avenge Jinx and trying to get rid of Ninetales. Yeah, I guess so, but I feel like the difference between me and Stormy is I wasn't I wasn't taking it personally. I just felt like the game move that I needed to make was against Ninetales. Oh yeah, no, completely. And I'm not saying you and Stormy are the same. Um, Obviously my love for her is a lot different for my love for you. But yeah, I just feel like we got to give Stormy a bit more credit because I feel like she was making some game moves, and yeah, they may have came across personal, but you can't disagree that the move she's made has not helped her advance. Well, each to their own. I mean, I still love you, bro, and it's all good. Awesome, dude. Aw, that's so cute. Anyway, so my last question is, how did you feel once Jinx was out the game? Well, obviously, no one saw this, but off camera, I was very emotional. I mean, once she was eliminated, I will admit, I had a cry. But once we got back into the game and kind of the cameras were rolling, I knew that I couldn't be this blubbering mess. I had to just keep going for her. So I just needed to keep my head down, focus, and remember why we were here. And if Jinx couldn't win, I had to do it. But obviously that wasn't the case. But yeah, it was hard, but I got through it. Oh, that's so nice to hear. Oh, my hubby, Dodrio, you're so kind. Oh, I love you, babe. Oh, that's so cute to hear. Well, thank you for the interview. If you'd like to go take a seat. So, next up, we have another little birdie who had a little obsession with bombs, but his craziness just wasn't enough to make him win. Please welcome Pelipper. Oh, Pelipper is so happy to be here. Hello, Miss Magus. Oh, hey, Pelipper. Great to have you here. So, my first question, I'm going to start straight off with a YouTube comment. It's, how does it feel to get to the final 7 after being eliminated 4th in the first season? Oh, Pelipper's very proud of himself. Pelipper didn't feel like he would get far, because obviously Pelipper's interests are not the same as everyone else's. Pelipper has some very unique and, personal hobbies, let's say. But Pelipper is very happy and proud of himself. Pelipper just wants to show that no matter who you are and no matter how of an outcast you are, Pelippers can get far. Oh, that's so great to hear, Pelipper. Well, I guess my next question is, are you happy to be reunited with Roserade? Oh, Pelipper's so happy. Hello, Roserade. Oh, hi, Pelipper. I've missed you so much. Oh, Pelipper's missed Roserade too. Oh, what have you missed most about not being with Roserade? Pelipper's missed the person that has always been there for him and the person that gets him the most. That's what Pelipper's missed the most. Oh, that's so cute to hear, Pelipper. And just from a personal note, seeing your relationship with Roserade was so nice to see. Oh, Pelipper's so grateful, Miss Magius. Awesome. Well, my final question is, who are you rooting for? Well, Pelipper is not rooting for Plusle or Stormy or Zangoose. Pelipper hopes they will all die or be bombed. Pelipper's rooting for Ambipom or Gardevoir? Okay, well, obviously we can't let you bomb them. You've already bombed the set once, and we saw how that went down, so please don't. But thank you again. Okay, so finally, we've got a cute little legendary Pokemon who showed us that being sweet and kind can get you all the way to the final 6. Please welcome Shaman. Oh, hey everyone. Hey, Miss Magius. Oh, hey, Shaman. So, let's get right on into it. How are you feeling about being out? Well, to be honest, I am sad because, making it that far and, getting out so late in the game, it is hard, but I mean, to make it that far as well, I've got to give myself some credit. I'm really happy with how I did it. Oh no, you should be happy, Shaman. To get 6 out of 49, it is great. Yeah, exactly. Regardless if I did come from merge, so regardless I would have got 25th, but I'm still happy. Oh no, exactly. Well, obviously the big question is, what do you have to say about Stormy's autoplay against you? Well, from a game point, it was a great move, and I can I can't knock her for it. If she felt like I was that much of a threat, she needed to use her idol, then that's how the game goes, and I can't be mad at her for it. But obviously, I am a little upset she used it on me. I felt like I wasn't the biggest threat, and she was kind of doing it for a personal reason, kind of like what Dodrio said. But obviously, I'm out the game now, and I have to kind of eat my humble pie and just look at it from the game aspect. And it was a good move. Oh, well, it's good that you're not upset or holding any what's the word? I can't remember. Holding any like malice. So my final question is, do you regret not talking to Stormy before the vote? To be honest, no. I don't feel like had I spoken to her, she would have just used it on me more. So I feel like regardless, she was gonna use it on me, so I just have to deal with that, and it's just how the game goes. Well, thanks, Shaman, but before you leave, can I get you, Magmortar, Vespiquen, Poliwrath, and Dodrio back at the front of the stage? So, by now you guys should kind of know what's happening. You guys have all been eliminated, but we haven't really properly gone into depth of why you were. So, with that being said, please welcome the host of Where They Went Wrong, Arbok. Oh, hey guys, hey Miss Magius babe, hey. So, thanks for having me again. Hi everyone, I'm here to discuss how you went wrong. So, Magmortar and Vespiquen, let's start with you guys. So, it's not necessarily how you went wrong. Well, Magmortar, I feel like you said it very good yourself. Socially, you weren't really there with people, but you and Vespiquen both made fatal moves 2 episodes prior that caused your elimination, and it's how you played during the Big Brother challenge. Vespiquen, obviously you made the move against Stormy, and Magmortar, you didn't save Stormy. So, had you kind of not made that move, she wouldn't have gone after you, so that's your reasons. Vespiquen as well. I feel like you played so hard and played so well that it kind of made you become this big target, and no one really saw you as someone that could play a small game. People just saw you as the big threat, the super friend that everyone knows about. Had you kind of toned that down and not made it such a big thing, I feel like you wouldn't have been targeted as much. So maybe next time, try maybe playing a little bit quieter, not being such a big competitor, but it's up to you. It's just my opinions. Dodrio. So, for you, what went wrong was your social dynamics. I feel like you spoke to the wrong people. Had you not spoken to Plusle, you might still be in the game. Obviously, you felt like Plusle was your ally, and you felt like you could trust him, but it's very clear you couldn't. So I feel like had you only spoken to Ambipom and Pelipper, and then Ambipom had gotten Shaman and Gardevoir, your move against Stormy could have happened. But alas, you trusted the wrong people, so maybe moving forward, make sure you have full trust in everyone, you know. Pelipper, your, shall we say, what went wrong for you was that, you kinda, you weren't this, well, obviously, I feel like you floated a bit too much. You weren't really, you never made strategical decisions, it seemed. But as well, I don't know, obviously, again, kind of similar to Dodrio, you sort of trusted Plusle, and, you know, when it came down to it, he was the reason that you were the first out and got eliminated. So I feel like you do have a lot of trust in people. You're very easily trustworthy. You trust people very quickly, but I feel like you have to be a bit more selfish for yourself. Does that make sense? Pelipper understands, and Pelipper still wants to bomb Plusle. Okay, well, as well, maybe don't bomb people. And finally, Shaman. So, Shaman, for you, it's, you know, you are a sweet girl, and, you know, I feel like you're only mean when when you feel like when it's justified. Similar with what happened with, Stormy. But, I feel like, again, similar to everyone here, you felt as though you could trust Zangoose this time. And obviously, Stormy, Zangoose, and Plusle have been in the secret three-person alliance that, obviously no one really knew about until now. So it was kind of, you said the wrong thing to the wrong person, similar to Dodrio. So I think it's, just making sure you know you can trust people fully, and you know that what you say won't be said to other people, because I think had you not said, well, had you not said so much and been so open and honest, you know, I feel like Zangoose wouldn't have told Stormy, and it may have been Gardevoir, not you. But regardless, that's all I have to say. Thanks, Miss Magius. Thank you, Arbuck, and I hope you guys have all kind of learned something and kind of thought maybe something for any times you're potentially on again. So, we've come to our final segment of the show, and it's my personal favorite. It's the YouTube questions. It's what you, the fans, want to ask all of our contestants. So, without any further ado, please welcome our hosts for this segment. It is Corsola and Meg Cargo. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. So, once again, I will leave you guys with it, and you can ask the questions. See ya. Hey guys, so we're here once again to ask the questions. So our first question is for Blissy, and it comes from Teddy Gorman, and he asks, "Are you and Torterra still together?" Oh, well, thank you, Teddy, for the question. And yes, me and Torterra is still together. I know he was asked this previously, but we are together. And funny enough, once Total Pokemon Action finishes, about 2 weeks after it, we are gonna get married. So we are still together, still engaged, and loving life, aren't we, babe?
Yeah, we're totally loving life. Me and Blissey are still going strong, and I love her, and I can't wait to call her my wife.
Oh, Torterra, I can't wait to call you my husband.
Oh, guys, it's so nice to hear. Well, our next question is for Minen from Teddy Gorman again, and he asks, "How do you feel about how Plusle is playing?"
Well, I'm really happy with how my brother's playing. I feel like he's doing a really good job. He's making the moves he needs to do, and you know, he's doing it for me and Mom. I can see that, and I'm really hoping he wins. Team Plusle all the way. Oh, that's so cute to hear, Minen. Okay, so we have another question from for Motham, sorry, and it is, what is the situation between you and Beautifly? Well, me and Beautifly have spoke. We've gone on a date, and you know, things are just going slowly. She's only just come out the game, and I want to give her space. Girl, like, guys, I just want to say that I think Motham is one of the sweetest people in the world, and yeah, like he said, we are taking it slow, but I am really happy with kind of how it's going, and yeah, I'm happy. Oh, thanks. beautiful, and it means a lot. Oh, you're so funny, babe.
Oh, guys, I mean, such a cute couple. But obviously you're not a couple yet. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so next up we have a question from Jake Furunkov, and he asks, Dufan, who do you think is the bigger spoiled brat? Rapidash or Starmie?
Yeah, Dufan, who's the biggest spoiled brat? Me or Starmie? Um, to be honest,
I feel as though Stormy looking at it, and this isn't just because Rapidash is here. Looking at the game, she's been a bit more of a diva. I mean, yeah, we know that Rapidash kind of has those moments of being a bit more like a princess, bit more like that, but I feel like she's still kind of so self-aware and kind of knows that if she's being a bit of a brat, she'll apologize. I mean, we've had the times where she's been a brat to me and she's apologized, and I feel like other people, but the difference between Rapidash and Stormy is she's still a good person, whereas Stormy's kind of being a bit too much of a diva.
well, again, your opinions, but our final question goes to Wigglytuff. And it's from Jake again, and he asks, you and Blissey, well, it's more of a statement actually. You and Blissey are both acting dumb and you should just make up and be friends. What would Clefable say if she saw you acting this way? And I think this is very much a question that needs to be answered. So, can Wigglytuff and Blissey please come to the front of the stage? So, guys, this is your chance to maybe end this feud. Well, can I start off? Of course, Blissey. Well, I just want to say, Wigglytuff, I have no issues with you, and I feel like this question is pretty right. What would Clefable say if she saw you acting like this? Well, she'd be very happy with me, and she would be happy that I avenged her elimination in TPI, because you got what you deserved. Oh, seriously, Wigglytuff, look, can we please just bury the hatchet? I don't hate you. The only thing I'm upset about is how you kind of laughed and taunted me once I was being eliminated. We've seen that everyone else has been eliminated. No one else has been laughed at or made to feel like they're stupid. You made me feel like that, though, Wigglytuff. Well, you shouldn't have gotten rid of Clefable then, should you? You should have been a stone cold bitch. Ugh, Wigglytuff, seriously. You need to get over it. You've voted me out. I'm fine with it, and I'm trying to make amends with you. What have I done to you that makes you feel like this? You got rid of my best friend, but that's your best friend. The issue would be between me and Clefable, and once me and Clefable can speak and sort it out, we should be fine. I understand she's your friend, but this issue is me and Clefable. You've put yourself in the situation, which is not fair on me. Well, whatever, I don't really care. Okay, guys, this really is not getting anywhere, and Mr. Drake just told me to wrap up the show, so thanks, Wigglytuff and Blissey. Move. And thank you, Corsola and Macargo, for your YouTube questions. Very interesting show today. Very mixed, but I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we hope to see you guys on the next Total Pokemon Action. But as for now, I'm Miss Magius. You've been watching the Total Pokemon Action Aftermath show. I hope you've enjoyed, and we will see you guys on the next Total Pokemon Action. Bye!